here ready for a lesson. My name is Ben Bruno. I'll be your instructor today.
Hey Ben, I'm Harry. How are you?
Alright, Harry, good to meet you. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with some stretching. We want to mainly make sure we loosen up our core, our lower back, our arms, and our legs. Alright?
Okay, sure.
Sounds like the whole body to me, but
yeah,
it is very important, alright? If you don't get loose before you play, you have the chance of injuring yourself, pulling muscles, all sorts of bad things that can go on. And we want you to learn how to be able to have the most amount of fun possible in going out there without injury. Alright, so while we're stretching, we're going to learn a little bit about you. I've been teaching for a little while now. How many times have you ever gone golfing before, or is this the first time for you?
Maybe 5 rounds in my life.
5 rounds?
Maybe 5 rounds. Totally.
5 rounds of golf, alright. Sounds good. Make sure you do some torso twists. 5 rounds of golf, okay. And what do you do for a living? What kind of a job do you have?
I'm an attorney. I work for the Alameda County Sheriff's Office.
Alright, so you have a desk job? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of it around desk.
Alright, well, a lot of times when we have a desk job, we tend to sit at the computer, like kind of slouched over with our shoulders. When we get into our golf position, we want to be nice and tall, with a nice straight flat back. Alright, so that's one thing to think about while we're stretching. It's a nice flat back. Alright?
Yeah.
Good, so you got a desk job, golfed about 5 times before. That looks good. Yeah. We're going to pretty much get right into the lesson. I'm going to go over some fundamentals with you. Once we work on the fundamentals, the golf swing itself isn't quite that hard. So we work on the fundamentals, you get you set up in the right spot, you should be able to hit a good shot from there on out. Alright?
Perfect. Yeah.
So let's grab a club. Let's see here. I have a few different ones. I'd like you to try this one right here. Alright?
Great.
So let's show us your grip. Let's get set up over here on the mat. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we're working with here. Alright?
I kind of grab my finger and put it in between.
Good.
And then just kind of grip like that.
Perfect. So, the most important part of the golf swing is actually how we grip the golf club. This is our only contact with what's going to be hitting the ball. So it's very important we get the grip right, okay?
Good point.
So what we want with the grip is these 3 fingers are going to be basically the ones holding on to the golf club.
Gotcha.
Alright?
Okay.
All the other fingers are just along to guide the club into the ball, alright? These are the 3 fingers that are going to be holding on the golf club. You see this? How I can basically hold on to it. I don't have any other of these fingers controlling it, alright? They're just along for the ride and making sure that we can direct the levers. Alright?
Okay.
So we got the grip, these 3 fingers, we got a little bit of space just like that out behind the butt of the club. These 3 fingers, we got our thumb directly on top of the shaft, pointing straight down the club face, just like that, and we're holding it not quite in our palms, but more in our fingertips.
Oh, okay.
Alright? More in our fingertips, and that thumb's just kind of sitting on top. Again, it's not grasping or gripping the club much, it's just kind of sitting on top of the club. Alright? So once we have that, and we have our main grip on the club, we have our thumb straight down the shaft, just like that. Now, just like you said, we're going to fit these fingers right in together. Alright? There's a bunch of different grips that we could use. Right now we're going to be working on the interlock grip. Alright?
Okay.
There's overlap grip, there's also the 10-finger / the baseball grip, but those are a little bit different, not as highly used, so we're going to go on what about 90% of the golfers use, which is the interlocking grip, alright? So when these are interlocking, we also don't want them wrapped around each other. We just want them to fit in like they are together, alright? So again, we're going to have these more in our fingertips, just like that. Very good. It's nice and loose feeling. Again, it's just kind of resting on these fingertips. And this thumb is just kind of there to guide it, alright? So both thumbs are in the same spot, pointing straight down the shaft, the club face. Now we've got our setup, alright? So that's our grip, and that's perfect. That's looking great. Now, relationship to the ball. Where do we want to be in relationship to the ball? We'll come back to that in just a second, alright?
Okay.
Let's get rid of the ball, actually. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your toes right here on this line.
Okay.
Your feet, excuse me, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. All right. So when we build, so we've got our grip. Now we're going to take our stance. So when we build our stance, we're going to build it from the ground up. Okay.
Okay.
We got the contact with the ground. Once we get that, now obviously our feet aren't going to move from there. All right. So we've got our feet shoulder width apart. We've got our knees slightly flexed, going back up the ladder. Knees got some nice flex to them.
Okay.
Then we're going to push our hips back, just like that. Good. Still keep the knee flex up. Knee flex, and then chest out over the ball, just like that. Chest out over the ball, and that's going to have your arms hanging down naturally. All right. So those are the 5 things. We got our feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly flexed, hips back, chest out over the ball, and our arms are hanging down naturally. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So from there, that's how far out we want to be from the ball. Is that position right there. All right?
Okay.
If we get our stance and now we're reaching out to the club, reaching out to the ball, then we're obviously too far away. We need to go back to our number 1 thing, which is our feet in the right position. So now we got our feet in the right position, got everything going. Now we can put a ball there. So we've got our arms hanging down naturally, just like that. There we go. Now that's where the ball's going to be, right in the middle of our stance, bisecting our 2 feet. We have a nice little cheating line right here to show us the middle of our stance.
Yeah, it helps.
All right. So from there, we've got the grip, we've got the stance and the posture. And now, we're not going to really talk too much about the swing. We're going to see what you can do, and then we're going to work on it from there.
Okay? Sure.
So let's have you just nice about, we're going to take about a 50 to a 75% swing, all right? We don't need to go all the way back. Just nice, trying to focus on good contact.
Okay.
Just trying to let the ball and the club do the work on the ball. There you go. All right. First few swings, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. No, thanks.
Go.
Trying to remember everything.
Oh yeah. Go. Again, we've got our feet shoulder width apart, just like you have. They might be ever so slightly too far apart. That's perfect, just like that.
Okay.
I got the knees slightly back, hips back, chest out over the ball, arms hanging down naturally. All right. Feel nice and loose right there. All right. Very nice. Let's give it one more. Just kind of seeing what we need to work on, maybe. Very nice. All right. So,
Wow.
on most of those shots, you had really good contact on the ball. All right. That means we're set up in a great spot. You were able to bring your hands back to that same spot and let the club do the work. Now, getting into a little bit more of the intricacies or the delicacies of the swing, did you see that most of your balls tended to go off to the right?
Exactly. I did
All right.
notice it.
So they started out to the right and they ended up going also a little bit further to the right.
Gotcha.
So you got the exact right stance, you got the right grip. Now all we're going to do is we're going to talk about, we're not going to talk about the swing path. It's natural, all right? That's not too bad. We've got these different positions that I want you to get in, but right now we're not there yet, okay?
Okay.
All we want you to think about is when you take the club back, you're basically loading up your power, all right? So this knee is going to come in a little bit, just like that as your shoulders turn around. So we're turning around our body with our shoulders, just like this, all right? First thing to move is our shoulders, and our knee comes in just a slight, yeah?
Gotcha.
The weight is still positioned right over the middle of our body, all right? It doesn't go back out over the back leg. It stays right in the middle of our body. Just a nice shoulder turn and a nice little knee flex, just to be able to get a little bit of rotation.
Gotcha.
So from there, once we get ourselves loaded, now our target is directly in front of us, right?
Right.
So all we want to do is take our weight and go through the target, all right? Down and through the target. It's okay to brush some of this grass here. In fact, what we want to do is we want to hit ball first, and then contact the grass right in front of it. All right.
Okay.
So we're swinging down through the ball, and we're gonna be brushing the grass just like that. All right.
Gotcha.
So again, what we're thinking about, once we've got our stance, we've got everything nice and set up, perfect position, now we forget about that, all right? That's already done. Now all we want is that one thought in our head, is we're going to load and go through the target, all right? What we did on those other swings that we had was we kind of fell back. We tried to help the ball in the air, all right?
Exactly.
Let's let the club do the work, go through the target. Our power is going to come from coming through the target right now, okay?
Okay.
Take a couple swings, just thinking about down and through the target. Focus on the back middle of that ball right there. There we go. All right. There we go.
Oh,
Better.
what?
Better.
Straight too.
Same thing. We got to get up to that front side. So our back heel is going to end up coming off the ground as we drive this knee forward towards the front leg. All right. We're going to drive almost like we're kissing our knees together. All right.
Okay.
That pulls our weight forward and through the shot. There you go. It's better. Like it? Yeah. We're going to throw in a few more things. Once we get this weight transfer down, we got just 2 more things really to work on. Maybe even during the next lesson we might work on that. There you go. That was a good weight transfer. Got up to your front side there.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
Nice and smooth. Yeah. Not trying to hit it too far, just get that nice smooth weight transfer to the front side.
You charging this gentleman?
There's a little bit too much rock backstep.
Yeah.
The weight's still going to stay on the middle of your body until you get down to the contact through the body. It's a little quick. And right now, this knee's kicking in a little bit too much, right? Not quite like this, just enough to where your shoulders are rotating around your body. That's going to naturally just force this knee in just a little bit. It's not going to come in like this. It's just going to naturally turn as we rotate our shoulders.
Okay.
So we're turning our shoulders around, just like that, keeping in the same spine posture position. Just turning your shoulders around your body. Better. Let's let the head follow and track through the ball.
Yeah.
Straight down the line. Let's visualize the line of where our target is, alright? This is the line. We want to make sure keep it going straight down that line. Right there, kind of pulled off our line. Alright?
Yes.
Straight down the line. Good.
Straight now.
So right now, our weight also needs to be on the balls of our feet, alright? If it's too much on our toes, we're leaning out too much. If it's on our heels, we're standing up too tall. Right now we're standing up a little too tall.
Exactly right, you're right.
So we don't have our hips back. That's the one thing that we didn't do in our setup. So we got the feet shoulder width apart. Let's get back to our toes on the black lines here. Boom. Feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, hips back. There it is. And then put the chest over the ball so the arms are hanging down naturally. And we can grip up a little bit on the two, just like that. Alright, so now we have the club face, this leading edge here. Alright, that's called the leading edge. So we have that perpendicular to our target line. We also got this cheater line. So we're going to put that club face straight with that line, just like this. Opposite way, just like that. Alright? our heels right now.
Yeah.
Still on our heels.
Yeah.
So,
Good point.
all that means is we need those hips back. Alright, it's going to feel a little odd. It's going to feel like you're leaning out over it. But really, your hips have just gone back. And that just lets your chest come and cover the ball. Right out over the ball. Knees flexed, hips back, chest over the ball. There we go. Arms hanging down now. Just like that. There it is. Very nice.
Wow.
You feel that? Feel the difference there?
No, it felt different.
So everything's good.
It felt real easy.
Let's go back so we got our feet shoulder width apart, got our knees flexed, hips are back, chest is out over the ball, arms hanging down naturally, left face perpendicular with the line where we want it to go. Nice smooth shoulder turn back, and then down and through the ball, all the way to the finish.
Oh my God.
Just like that. That was a beauty. That was a beauty. That's 2 in a row. That's
Two in a
starting
row.
pattern
That's
right there.
some more than I've ever done, so it's...
Feet, got your knees flexed, good, hips back, chest out over the ball, arms hanging down naturally. Now some nice shoulder turn back, down through the ball, just like that. Good contact there.
Wow.
Very nice. Alright, so now we know exactly what we need to work on. Alright?
Exactly.
We've hit a bunch of good shots here now.
Yeah.
We've got the correct grip. Didn't take you too long to learn the grip, so that's not something that we really need to work on before our next lesson.
Okay.
Basically, what we're going to work on for our next lesson is getting into that nice, comfortable posture stance, alright? Just like we said, we're going to have a little bit of trouble because our natural tendency is to be hunched over the ball.
Exactly.
But that puts us on our heels. So the more that we have nice broad shoulders, we're going to be able to put our hips back, chest out, cover the ball, arms hanging down naturally. So what we want to work on before our next lesson is basically getting in front of a mirror, either the mirror directly in front of you or directly to your side,
Right.
so that you can see that posture stance position. We want our weight on the balls of our feet. We want the knees flexed, hips back, and you'll see as you look in the mirror, you'll be able to see the hips coming back, which brings our chest over the ball so that our arms can hang down naturally right where we want to contact the ball.
That was a great tip. Yeah, that really kind of getting the hips back.
Yeah. And so the hips back is going to help us with keeping our weight off of our heels if we don't straighten our legs up.
Right.
If we push our hips back and our legs straighten, then our weight's still on our heels.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Gotcha.
all connected. We get all those 5 key fundamentals. We work on those for the stance and our posture. We'll come back again next week and we'll talk a little bit more about the swing and the positions that we want our hands to be in.
This is great.
All right?
All right.
That was beautiful.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Good.
All right, thank you.